Thank you for tuning in to this episode. We're going to be doing a review of a book called The Art of Junji Ito Twisted Visions. So here's the front cover. Here's a spine. If you need to look at the spine, right over here it says The Art of Junji Ito Twisted Visions. On the bottom, Viz Media right over here. And then if you need to see the barcode, I'll also put the link that you can get this on Amazon, an Amazon link on my video description. So if you want to order one, you can order the same. But before we do this review and look at the book, I'm going to show you a little bit of something that I worked on, a little bit of self-promotion. My name is Walden, Wong, comic book artist for Marvel, DC Comics, and also do some work for Viz Media as well. So this same company. So this is a book that I worked on, Uzumaki Coloring book, also by Junji Ito. So I'm going to open up the book and let you see the credits right over here. Junji Ito, and then Touch Up Art, Walden Wong. That's me right there. I'll also list this on the video description, and if you want to order one of these, you can also get one of them. So I'm just a quick flip on this one, but we're not going to be looking at this book today. If you're interested in me talking about this book and making a video, please comment down below, and I'll make a video on this Uzumaki Coloring book as well. But we're going to talk about this book here, Twisted Visions. Let's go and zoom in. Here's the cover, and this is there's a book cover here. I'm going to take it out so you can see how it looks. Okay, so that is the dust jacket. Okay, I'm going to open this up so you can see how this looks like in full. We move the camera back right over here. Okay, and nice silver ink coating over here. Okay, the artwork kind of just continues from here to here. Not so much on, actually it does continue, but then there's a little line here. Actually, no, this is just a repeat of this one, a negative reverse image of this one. But from here to here, the artwork continues all the way. Okay, and then on the inside there's nothing going on here. Now on this book here, you can see the spine, nothing really on the cover or the back, but if you open this up, you can see the spine has Twisted Visions. Very nicely done, the way they did it. Okay, I'm going to put this back on just so we know which side is the front and which side is the back, because most mangas these days, they're read from the back. Okay, like most American comics these days, they're read this direction, left to right, but this one is read right to left. I'm just putting it in here so we know which side is the front and which side is the back. So we're going to take a look at the artwork. I'm not critiquing it or reviewing it. Well, actually, I'm looking at it. So those of you who landed on my channel and don't know who I am, and you're just here to check out some of this Junji Ito book, here you go. Okay, and The Art of Junji Ito. I'm going to flip through each page fairly quickly, and then if you want to read more about it, and then you can stop. Tobe is one of the books that Junji Ito did. I think he did a series of a good handful of them. So there's a sampling of some of the artwork that he's worked on. Okay, right here. Okay, nice colors. First time I was exposed to Junji Ito's work was when he was working on Uzumaki. Okay, that was like a spiral book, which is this one, Uzumaki. Not the coloring book, but actual storybook, the manga. Okay, right here. So these are colors. Looks like they're paintings. Looks like watercolor effect over here. Okay. And this book is a pretty hefty book. Let's see how many pages there are. There is about there's no page numbers. It's going to be more than 129 pages. So this is 129, and you have a cluster here. Okay, I'm going to take a look at this. Okay, this looks like color pencils and watercolors over here. I'll try to angle it where there's no glare from the light. And then we have this one. Wow, look how nice that is. That's beautiful. Beautiful work. Junji Ito is an award-winning artist. Recently in 2022, this year, he also won another Eisner Award for one of his books. Over here. Previous years, he's also won some other awards as well. Okay, so I noticed at the front of this, there's glossy pages which is kind of reflective to the light. But here, this is more of a matte finish. Let me zoom in closer so we can see the work get more art in detail. So usually, if you're landing on my channel for the first time, I'm also a professional comic book artist. I do work for Marvel Comics, DC Comics, also Viz Media, Image Comics, Dark Horse Comics. I work for pretty much all the publishers out there. Most of the major publishers, Top Cow, Todd McFarlane Production. I did all the work there. And here, I'm just reviewing some of the work in black and white. I'm also an admirer of artist editions, like artisan editions, gallery editions. So artwork that's in black and white. Here's Uzumaki. Okay, Uzumaki is one of the titles that I was talking about. Uzumaki, which is the book that talks about a lot of spirals. Okay, I do like that they left this in the original Japanese text. Okay. Here it is. Got some spiral. Recognize these characters. First time I was exposed to Junji Ito was on Uzumaki. So yes, I review other artists' work as well. If they're an aspiring artist and you want me to review your work, you can also check out my Patreon page. It's patreon.com/WaldenWongArt. And there's different tiers. So if you want to submit artwork for me to look at, I can also look at them. I'm a admirer of American comics as well as Japanese manga comics, anime, all those. Don't limit yourself to just reading, be like a Marvel zombie, only reading Marvel books, or only reading DC comic books, or only reading manga. I'm one of those artists that would read every type of book, because art is art. Oh, here's that cover. That cover is the same cover for this one. Very cool how they did that. Okay, it expands on this side. We're going to continue on. And then we have here. Okay, we have the spirals. Uzumaki is all about the spirals. That's the only book that I read. Okay, I should show you some of the work that I've done. So if you wanted to see this, let me show you what kind of touch-up work. I'm not talking about touch-up work, but I'm pretty excited to see that page. So let's see if I can find it quickly. If I don't find it quickly, we'll just continue on with the review. This is a coloring book, and when Viz asked me to do the work on this, like for example, let me find that page. Let's see if I can find it quickly. Oh, I don't think I can find it quickly. There's a lot of pages here. But, one last flip. If I don't find it, we're just going to continue reviewing the book. And if you're interested in what I have to say, you can comment down below and let me know that you want. Here it is. Here it is. So originally, the artwork was done like this. A lot of black. And myself, as a touch-up artist, I will go in there and remove some of the black and redraw over some of Junji Ito's work. But that's this coloring book. So if you're interested in this, comment down below. I'll make a video. Okay, there's more pages over here. I'm going to move on. Look at the so detailed work, like very, 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 very detailed work. Okay, let me see if I can turn on the spotlight so it can be a little bit brighter. There we go. Okay. I'll turn it off when we get to the glossy side, so there's no gloss. Look at the work over here. So detailed. Okay. Now here it is. I'm going to turn this light off so there's no glare. Okay, I'll angle it so you can see. And again, if I'm going a little bit too fast, feel free to pause the video. Pause the video so you can look at it a little bit more. Okay, so comment down below if you're also a artist or an admirer of American comics as well as manga and anime and cartoons, all that. Or if you're only a Marvel comic reader, or only a DC comic reader, or only a Viz comic or manga, or if you're only even taking it a little bit further, if you're a horror reader or a shoujo reader or a shoujo beat reader or a shonen jump reader. Shonen Jump is comics that are catered towards boys to read. Shoujo beat are comic books that's catered towards girls to read. Okay, we have this here. Very detailed, and it's nice that when you look at Junji Ito's work, he is able to paint and create art in many different styles. This looks like digital art here. This looks like a painting in color pencil. So he's able to do a lot of different styles. Okay, so this is very nice. And what book was this for? Let's see if I missed anything. Okay, well, we'll just continue on. This one is page 73 over here. We're going to continue going forward. Yeah, a lot of very creative. He's a very creative artist. Go here. Okay. We have here. Not that much dialogue in this art book, which is okay. If you're an artist and you make a sketchbook, or sometimes you go to a comic book convention, and then artists will have sketchbooks. There's not really much dialogue. Just an admirer of art. And sometimes if you like myself, I don't read every comic book that I buy or graphic novel that I buy, but I'll buy it, like such as this one that I got, and then I'll just look at the artwork. Being an artist myself, I like studying other people's art and see if I can absorb some of their technique that they've done to see if I can also mimic the same kind of artwork, okay, or the same technique and rendering style. Okay. Glossy book. Okay. The details on this. And again, if you wanted to order one of these, see below my video description. I'll add Amazon links that you can order. I'll also add Amazon links to this if you're interested in ordering this, but I'll make a separate video on that one. And over on my links below, there's also a Walden on Amazon, where you can order a lot of artwork that I've worked on for different publishers. And anything you order, it helps me work on this channel. It helps support this channel. So thank you very much for that. So I want to continue on here. That looks a little bit like Junji Ito. It does look like a little bit like him. He wears glasses. Darker hair. He has a darker hair. Okay, we'll go here. Here. Wow, look how nice this looks. These portrait looks like really nice. I can't read Japanese myself. They look like Japanese characters. If you guys know what this is, please comment down below. I don't know if there's any translation or glossary in the back. This reminds me of that famous artist, like the bridge over here. I think that's what he was trying to go for. And the screaming head. I think it's a Picasso, right? Is it a Picasso? Okay, there's more here. And we're getting close to the end of the book over here. Wow, look at these people melting. They're melting and meshing together like crayons. Reminds me of when I was in school in kindergarten class, and I would take a crayon, press it near the that heater, and then it would just melt the crayon. Do we have this? Okay. Now we're going on to the matte pages. Let me turn on the spotlight so we can see a little bit more in detail. Wow, look at those little holes. It's like little craters. Craters on people's faces. Look at that detail on the face. As an artist myself, I wonder how long it takes him to draw all these details, like especially the rendering lines. Sometimes artists that would draw, they would just draw the outlines, come back in and add the details in later. People who are not artists, they'll probably think that, this is easy to draw, just draw like the figure. But they don't think that, inside there's all these details, and the artist that's working on it really need to think about how they're going to approach creating texture and depth, and then the roundness of it. Like, for example, this hair, you have this head. As it continues here, it's the head that you're drawing the same face, eyes over and over again. It's tedious. So he's very, very patient in order to be able to draw like this. And then as you get towards here, it becomes looking like a worm over here. Okay, drawing a figure with a lot of tattoo over here, that is intense work, because that takes a lot of time to draw those tattoo on a person. Okay. Only manga artists have super detail stuff like this. Okay. I'm not sure if manga artists, American artists, usually it's just one artist that would do the work. Some some manga out there, they would have like a whole team of people to do one book. Like, for example, some person would draw the face, another person would draw the hands, another person would draw backgrounds and so forth, just to get the work done quicker. Sometimes American comics, they'll also have the same thing. Artists will hire assistant artists, and then someone would ink the backgrounds, and someone would ink the foregrounds, or if it's pencils, someone would draw the foreground pencils. They'll use like SketchUp or some kind of computer program, place that over, draw it on a computer, and then hire another artist to draw that, or they'll hire another artist that would just draw the backgrounds completely. Even coloring, American comics, they do the same thing. Colorists, usually the person that you see in the credits in the comic books that's just that one person, but some of them hire flatters. Flatters are people that goes in. This silver foil ink is kind of awesome. It's like a silver ink. It's not white. It's really nice. If I angle it, it's kind of sparkly a little bit. I do like the silver ink that they're using. The silver, it looks like black and silver ink on top of white paper. Okay, right over here, it says stop. Let me go closer so you guys can read it. It says, what does it say? Stop, you have reached the end of the section. Close the book and flip to the back and read the interview and index. Okay, flip to the back to read the interview. Okay, here's afterwards. What is that? Okay, and here's the index. Okay, so if you want to read more about the afterwards, Junji Ito wrote this in February of 2019. Pause the video so you can read it. Here's the information over here. Again, pause the video if you need all that information. So fixes Viz's signature line of books. Okay, we're going to continue and see what this image. Okay, it looks like it shows you literal inserts of what's being used. Okay, right here. I'm going to continue walking through. I'm not going to read every one. And again, if you want to read more, just pause the video and then just zoom into it. This is the index. Here, I'm going to go in so you can see a little bit more in detail, like what some of those says. Okay. Okay, almost like a few more pages towards the end. We're almost there. And I think, okay, so this one, you don't read this way. You have to flip it all the way to the back here. So I know we started reading this book from right to left. And once we get towards the interview, we have to flip it all the way this side and then start reading here. For 30 years now, Junji Ito has immersed himself in the world of manga and given readers too many horror masterpieces to count. But how does the master evoke such exquisite terror in us? We sat down to ask him about everything from the techniques and material he uses to produce the unique images in the origin of his many eccentric ideas. So here, I'll just flip this a little bit quicker if you want to read this. Okay, now we're going to go here. Again, feel free to pause the video. We have down here. We have this. And then you got this down here. And thank you so much. And that's the end. And then we're going to go over to the last few pages. And here's the back. Is the back the same as the front? Nope. There's the back, inside back front cover. And here's the inside back cover. I really like the ink that they're using, the silver and black ink. If they didn't use the silver ink, the art would look, let's see if there's any white pages over here. It would just look something like this. Okay, this is just the gray paper. But the silver, there is a little bit of spark to the artwork, a little bit of a reflectiveness in the silver. It's really cool. It's like a silver foil cover in some of the comic books that you see these days. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. If you like this, hit the like button. It'll help with the channel. Yeah, check out my website, waldenart.com. Over there, there's also a big Amazon button on the top right where it says Walden on Amazon. You can click that and also order some of the artwork that I've done, including this one. And until next time, if you want me to do a review on this book, Uzumaki Coloring book, comment down below, or maybe I've already done it because people asked to have me do these books, and it's already out there. Just look at some of my older videos. Just click on Walden Wong Art, and then click videos, and then you'll see all the other videos that I've done. Thank you very much. Have a good day, and keep on reading, regardless if you're reading American comics or manga. Twisted Visions, the art of Junji Ito.